All right, we back in the building. We back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil, and today we back with another video reaction. Now look, today's video is brought to you by Juice Unlocked Instagram page. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him for all the Orange County headlines, bro. All right, the video is titled "Lucky from Hoodstocks addresses his beef with Orange County factors George Perez and OC Creep. All right, we covered this, and that's why we're covering it now, because we actually covered the entire dilemma between Orange County and Lucky from Hoodstocks, and I think we were the first ones to cover it. We were the ones that made it go up, made it go viral. Culture Uncensored followed right behind, and then after that, everybody grabbed it, and it spread like wildfire. Now, people are always crying, bro, about me reacting to Hoodstocks. Stop complaining, bro. This is the internet. In the internet, everything's fair game. If you don't want to be talked about, get off the internet. And to all the little fanboys in the comments, sit down and enjoy the show. That's all I could tell you, bro. Be lucky I'm speaking about your hero. Be lucky I'm giving them clout, okay? Or I'm giving them acknowledgement. As a matter of fact, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't care about these people. I don't care about anybody that I react to, bro. They don't mean nothing to me. They're not my friends. I'm not trying to be their friends. I'm only here to react and bring great content to the people that are watching. Now, if you're one of those guys that gets in your feelings, see that door right there, bro? You don't even have to shut it on the way out. It's cool. Just walk out. It's that simple. To everybody else, salute to you. Salute squad, day ones, day threes, day fours, and everybody else in between. But with that being said, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I will be live tonight. Let's Talk About It podcast. And tomorrow we do have a Hater World podcast with a Dago artist, Green Eyes. So everybody tap in, bro. Let's get it. Let's watch the whole video without pressing pause, and then we'll come back and we'll clip it. All right, Blue Devil, Hater World. Let's go.
There's a homie from Orange County jumping in LA business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's talk about penitentiaries, bro. Let's talk about the yards, bro. When it's OC business, LA dudes ain't involved in that shit. OC handles their business. When it's IE business, IE handles their business. When it's LA business, LA handles their business. Why did I have a dude, an OG from Orange County in the comment section pumping it up, talking about if I was an older homie, you gotta take that fade. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. Lucky, you know what I mean? Lucky ain't trying to tell me nothing because I'm 6'4" and 300 pounds. He knows what I told him in his DMs. George knows what I told him in his text messages, dog. You know what I mean? And it wasn't peace, bro. You know what I mean? It was head up, bro. You see it?
Homie's got some questions for you, look.
Yeah, bro. Check it out. I got OC homies in the fucking studio right now, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
But peep game though. You know what I mean? You know who could have stalled all that shit out? Is George Perez. I'm gonna be honest. I got a George Perez because that's his homie right there. I'm gonna blast that. I don't give a fuck, dog. If one of my good homies from my hood is fucking on the comment section talking shit about you, and when George Perez gets at me and says, "Hey, look, this fool."
Tell Droops to chill out.
Yeah, tell Droops, hey, bro,
Yeah.
hey, look, what's up with Droops? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bob.
Ask
You know
him
what I
to
mean?
chill out for
And
me,
I'm
my
gonna do
boy.
two things. I'm gonna be like, don't trip, my dog. I got this.
Sure,
I'm gonna
okay.
holler at Droops, or we're gonna just set it up and line him up to fade it up. What did he do? He took the comedy road, bro. You know what I mean? He said, hey, homie, I'm not Don King. That's your good homie, bro, from your age bracket. You know what I mean? I told you to, hey, dog, I needed that. Let's keep it offline. Whoop. You could have done two things. You could have lined it up, or you could have just said, hey, look, don't trip. I don't want you guys fighting, dog. Both of you guys are good homies. You know what I mean? We don't need this to happen like this, dog. Let me just get at the homie, dog. And that would have been the respectable thing to do, dog, if you're the cholo from Orange, dog, because that's how real homies handle shit, dog. Why is a homie from Orange County?
Okay, there's a lot of great points in that conversation, and a lot of points that make no sense. All right, we're gonna run through it now. We're gonna run through it, and we're gonna pause it, and I'm gonna react to it the only way we do. All right, so if you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. Hype it up, run it up. All right, let's go ahead and press play, and I'm gonna break it down to the best of my abilities. Let's go.
Jumping in LA business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's talk about penitentiaries, bro. Let's talk about the yards, bro. When it's OC business, LA dudes ain't involved in that shit. OC handles their business. When it's IE business, IE handles their business. When it's LA business, LA handles their business.
How about when it's internet business? How about when someone makes it internet business? See, the problem is, he said right there, let's talk penitentiary. We're not in the penitentiary. I'm in the blue room right now. I could get up and go take a shit. I could go get up and check my fridge to see if my Ozempic is nice and cold. I can go ahead and take a swig from this water. I could go ahead and grab this telefono and make a phone call. I got another water over here. We not in the penitentiary. That's the problem. We're in the streets. And as a matter of fact, if you want to break it down even more, we're on the internet. And when something gets made public, then the internet can chime in on it, right? It becomes internet business. Now, some things you may not want to make them public. I understand. Like certain things that you don't want to bring to the forefront, but someone else does. Yeah, I get it. That's like, come on, dog. Like, like certain things that I do. Like people be all the time like, oh, you don't got an old lady. Why would I bring my old lady to the fucking internet, to the public, fool? I wouldn't want to have to clear anything up to do with my family, right? So I'm not going to introduce you my family. If someday someone sees me outside with them, cool. But again, I'm not bringing it to the internet. Now, if someone does happen to bring it to the internet, like, what can I do, dog? Like, I didn't want it to be on the internet, but now I got to address it because some fucking retard brought it. But this instant, Lucky's the one that made it public because he's the one that broke the news about Westmont's scheme. And he made a whole post and he went outside looking for him and he made a video and he did this and he told the world, Westmont scheme, where are you? I'm looking for you, type shit, or whatever it was, right? So he put it on a public forum and then public people got in the comments and voiced their opinions. Now, I know what he's going to say. Well, the problem don't come from people voice. The problem comes from him knowing me directly or knowing people that I associate with. Yeah, I understand that too. But again, it's your fault from the gate for making something public and not understanding the feedback was going to be positive and negative. Bro, every time I post a picture, every time I post a video of me in my car, because believe it or not, bro, these cameras make you look different than real life. In real life, people, like in the videos, people say I look all smoked out. But in real life, I don't look like that, bro. I don't. And every time that I post a video, I already know, bro. I already know we're going to get people like these videos. Look, when I post these videos, I already know, bro. People going to be in there talking about Ozempic. And go look at the comments, bro. All them fools are worried about that, right? Like they're doctors and shit. But when I post it, I already know it's going to be negative and some positive. Like, so if you're posting a video of you calling out a rapper, of a young rapper, you better expect fools to be in there, older fools telling you, hey, bro, why you doing some little kid shit? And then you're also going to get youngsters talking about, why you hating on the young kid for? You're going to get all of that, bro. So when you hit that post button, you better be ready for the positive and the negative, bro. If not, do not post it. Do not post it. So save this is the prison and this is the fucking IE business and no, it's not, bro. This is the fucking internet business. You guys made a fight public, and now that's why I could react to it. I'm reacting to this now because they made it public. So I want to get some money too. Why can't I get some money? Why can't I talk about it? Why can't I wear my glasses and bring you guys a daily news? Shit. I wanna make some money. There you go. We're gonna react to the rest of the video with these glasses on, bro. Let's go. Nah, I'm just playing. Fucking glasses are fucking gay. Fire, huh? Fire, huh? Let's go. Let's continue.
Why did I have a dude, an OG from Orange County, in the comment section pumping it up, talking about if I was an older homie, you got to take that fade. You got to do this. You got to do that, Lucky.
Because you made it public, wanting people to be in the comments. If not, you turn the comments off, right? Turn off the comments. Or what you do is you accept the good with the bad. Because when you make a post, you accept the ones where like, hell yeah, Lux, do your shit, bro. We got your back, fool. But you don't want to accept the bad ones? You don't want to accept the ones that go against what you believe in. Fool, listen, as a content creator, you got to accept them all. You just got to determine whether you're going to respond or not. Fool, go read my comments. Number, level 20 gang member. I'm going to say level 20 now because level 10, you know who took that now? That dude, that ex-mafia boss kingpin from Artesia. Someone sent me a link or a clip where he said level 10. You know who created that? The squad did. And now you got that dude, the you know who I'm talking about. You got that dude, the ex-kingpin from Artesia, saying level 10. That's our shit, cuh. But listen, you gotta accept the good with the bad, bro. You can't just accept the good ones. Go read my comments. You get number bad level 20 gang members in there fucking disrespecting me, and that's cool. I mean, I reply sometimes I don't. They think they get into me, but it's like, okay, whatever, fool. Like, but whatever. What I'm trying to say is, it's up to you, but you can't cry about the bad ones and only be happy about the good ones. It's gonna happen. Now, I think it comes from, I know this guy, or this guy's my homeboy George Perez's friend. Okay, I understand that, but he's not your friend. Now, if it was George Perez in the comments, it'd be different, because it'd be like, hey, OG, what you doing? But it's not George Perez. So, and that fool creep is not your homie. So what do you expect, bro? Pinche lloraderas, güey, a la verga. Let's go.
You know what I mean? Lucky ain't trying to tell me nothing because I'm 6'4" and 300 pounds. He knows what
That didn't come till after, bro. That didn't come till after. Okay, let me break down the timeline for you. Lucky was going at it with Westmont, back and forth in the comments. OC Creep got in the comments and said something along the lines of, you got to fake the youngster, or you got to give him that, or whatever it may be. They were his thoughts. But that's where it was done. Then Lucky went to go do that Chilaquiles video where he was like, yeah, you got Orange County dudes in my comments talking shit. So you readdressed it publicly instead of calling George Perez or getting on the, what do these fools say? Getting on the horn instead of prison style. Instead of getting on the horn, you made a video, the Chilaquiles video, because I reacted to it, where you said Orange County fools are in the comments talking shit. So you reignited it, and that's when OC Creep did a video talking about, I'm 5'3" and you don't want to see me because whoop-de-woo. So it's like you sort of engaged in the back and forth, bro. If you would have left it at that comment and killed it or deleted it or took care of it behind closed doors and never addressed it publicly, it wouldn't have forced OC Creep to make a video responding publicly. That's why people be like, look, bro, okay, so let me explain something to people. You have the power to make an incident public or private. The minute that someone gets at you through the internet, you could shut it down by deleting, ignoring, blocking, and making calls behind closed doors and taking care of it off the internet. Or you can address it on the internet, keep it public, and continue the shenanigans. It's really up to you. So there is no excuse. So the minute you made that Chilaquiles video and you brought it up to the world's attention, now the other dude, same thing. He can continue publicly, or he could shut it down and make videos behind closed doors. The only thing I will tell you, when you take care of it behind closed doors, you won't hear the end of it. Fun fact, the WAC 100 incident. All right, that's a big learning experience for me and for us here. That's why I keep bringing it up always. We took care of it behind closed doors. Nobody knows what happened. Only the people that were here and took care of it, and all the people that got on the phone and met up. But look at the comments. Dudes that think they know, but they don't know. will be in the comments talking about you got punked, you're a bitch, you didn't do nothing, blah, blah, blah. When all true reality, it got taken care of behind closed doors. Because I decided to dead it on the internet and take care of it over here. Why? Because it was going to turn into a fucking shit show and it would have been worse for everyone involved. Everyone. But of course, the level 10 gang members, they would have pulled out the AK and shot everybody. You know, but let's continue, bro. Let's continue. This ain't about you, Blue Devil. Am I the best reactor or what? There's a reason why I got the Hater World Trophy, bro. There's a reason why we hold the trophy for the #1 reaction channel, bro. All right. Say what you want, bro, but you ain't got a trophy. You know who got one? Yeah. We do. Let's continue, bro. I'm going to hold this motherfucker the rest of the show.
Told him in his DMs. George knows what I told him in his text messages, dog. You know what I mean? And it wasn't peace, bro. You know what I mean? It was head up, bro. You see it?
Homie's got some questions for you, look.
Yeah, bro. Check it out. I got OC homies in the fucking studio right now, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
OC Generals. Perrito. OC Generals. Let's keep that shit legit.
Facts.
But peep game though. You know what I mean? You know who could have stalled all that shit out? Is George Perez. I'm gonna be honest. I got a George Perez because that's his homie right there. I'm gonna blast that. I don't give a fuck, dog. If one of my good homies from my hood is fucking on the comment section talking shit about you, and when George Perez gets at me and says, "Hey, look, this fool."
Tell Droops to chill out.
Yeah, tell Droops, hey, bro,
Yeah.
hey, look, what's up with Droops? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bob.
Ask
You know
him
what I
to
mean?
chill out for
And
me, my
I'm gonna
boy.
do two things. I'm gonna be like, don't trip, my dog. I got this.
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
holler at Droops, or we're gonna just set it up and.
Okay, so I'm gonna give Lucky his credit right there. Very true, and that's happened to me, bro. Where I had a dude in my comments talking mad shit about me, bro. You know, like the level 10s, like they always do, right? But he don't know I know his big homie. He don't know I grew up with his big homie. He don't know that I used to live in his section and always fucking go to his section and literally be in his section with the people he looks up to. But that's how small of a world is. You don't even know who you're talking to sometimes, and they could be tapped in all the way to the top, right? So what I do, the same thing Lucky said. I tapped in with my homeboy and I go, hey, fool, what is it with your homeboy, dog? I don't even know this vato, and he in there talking mad shit about me. And he said, don't trip. Watch this. Fool, apologize, my bad, whoop-de-woo, and whoop-de-woo. Okay? And it happened the second time with Orange County Generals. There was a dude that kicked it with Lucky. You would see him up there all the time, bro. I'm not gonna tell you who he is, but he's not Lucky's friend no more. All right? He made a video talking mad shit about me. And I knew an OC General that I did a lot of business with back in the day. And the OC General said, don't trip, fool. And that shit went away. Okay? But it doesn't always work that way, bro. It doesn't always work that way. But Lux is right. Lucky is right? He could have easily, George Perez could have easily said, all right, cool, woo, I'll make it happen. No need to be fighting. But again, that goes to show you that not everybody your friend, bro. Smiling faces does not equal friendship. Smiling faces do not equal friendship. George Perez been up there on Hoodstocks a gang of times, bro. Now you know he was never your homie. Now you know he was never your amigo. Now you know you guys were both using each other. That's why I say my only amigos are the homies I went to school with, cuh. But it is what it is. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Listen to, obviously, Don King over here. George Perez. But yeah, George Perez could have shut down, but then again, it's not his responsibility, bro. Again, he's not a gang member, I think. He's not affiliated, so it's not his job. It's not his duties. But I get what Lucky is saying. Like, as somebody that's in the middle, you could have easily made it happen. And truthfully so, but at the same time, you can't pawn it off on him, bro, because it's not his responsibility, bro. It's not. He's not the fucking peacemaker here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got into some shit, you deal with it. Plus, he don't run program. So if he don't run program, I mean, what does he know about? You know, maybe he does. I don't know. I don't want to act like I know the guy. I don't. But again, if he don't fall under the flag then you can't really expect him to do anything, dog. He a regular dude, you know?
Line him up to fade it up. What did he do? He took the comedy road, bro. You know what I mean? He said, hey, homie, I'm not Don King.
That is funny,
That's your good homie, bro, from your age bracket. You know what I mean? I told you to, hey, dog, I need.
And that also goes to show you that OC stuck together, bro. OC stuck together and said, all right, cool, listen, I'm with my homeboy on this one, dog. We're cool. Me and you are cool. We've done a gang of pods, but I'm with my homeboy. You got to respect that, dog. You got to respect that, dog. He picked his homeboy's side and his county over someone from somewhere else. So if you really want to go based off of that shit he said at the beginning, LA business, IE business, well, OC stuck together. OC said OC business. Sorry, Lucky. I'm with OC on this one, dog. I ain't stopping nothing. You got to respect that.
That. Let's keep it offline. Whoa. You could have done two things. You could have lined it up, or you could have just said, "Hey, look, don't trip. I don't want you guys fighting, dog. Both of you guys are good homies. You know what I mean? We don't need this to happen like this, dog. Let me just get at the homie, dog." And that would have been the respectable thing to do, dog. If you're the cholo from.
And once again, bro, why are we expecting other men to take care of the stuff we create? We created that. Why? Again, listen, I don't want to keep acting like I'm bashing on Lucky, because the guy already hates me, bro. So it's not like I'm bashing him. I'm just giving you my opinion. And whether you want to take it or not, that's cool. But again, why does he seem like he's blaming someone again? Now is George Perez's fault? Tomorrow's going to be my fault for making this video. As a matter of fact, I'm going to blame someone. Baby Blue Dramatic, you're from Orange County. You're the biggest capo of them all. You could have easily seen this coming and put an end to it. It's Baby Blue Dramatic's fault. And you know who that is? He's in the comments, bro. Ask him why he didn't put a stop to this. We got to start taking responsibility for the shit we do, bro. Straight up. If we do it, we got to just say, fuck it, dog. I should have never responded, and that's where I fucked up. You know, George Perez, my homie, and I wanted him to help, but he didn't. I can't blame the homie. I can't be mad at him. Why am I going to be mad at him? This ain't his pedo. Why am I going to put him in the middle of a problem that he didn't create? I created the problem the minute I took on the beef with Westmont and the minute I responded to Creep. I should have never responded to Creep, and I should have never made the Westmont shit public. But since I did, that all falls on me. I'm not trying to kill relationships with people because I expect them to do something that they're not expected to do, that they don't want to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but hey, I'm a hater. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Orange, dog, because that's how real homies handle shit, dog. Why is a homie?
All right, that's it. That's the end of it. All right. So again, salute to everybody, bro. Salute to Lucky. Salute to the other guy, Creeps, and George. I don't know George Perez. We should get him on the pod, huh? But again, this is my opinion, bro. Take it how you will. I think I spoke facts. You know, you can't expect people to take on your stuff or people to clean up your mess, or you can't start blaming people. You got to blame yourself, bro. Everybody got to blame themselves. You know, like when you go to jail, you know, when you're in jail and you're sitting in there like, fuck, I should have just went home. That's you. That's you, bro. You decided to do that. You can't, fuck, bro. The homie asked me to go to the pad to his house to drink. Fuck him. If he would have never asked me, I would have never been in jail. Dick. You're the one that got in the car and went to the homie's house knowing you didn't have a driver's license. How the fuck is it his fault? He just invited you as a friend. Now you're blaming him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Comment down below. What are your thoughts, bro? Is Lucky blaming someone again? Or is it really George Perez's fault because he's not Don King? Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you guys tonight at the Let's Talk About It podcast, episode 65. I think. With that being said, I'm Blue Devil. Until next time, we out.